Hi, it's Ronnie, and welcome to Baby Got Scraps, a scrappy, inspirational YouTube and Instagram hop. And there'll be links down there below for all the other gals doing it. The only hitch with this hop is one 12 by 12 paper. That's all you can have. The rest have to be your scraps or a smaller paper pad. And I'm going to mat my photos in white and red. And there's the one bigger photo of my grandson and then three smaller ones. And it's going to be a kind of a plain Jane layout. And I'm going to finish it, sort of. And it's going to sit there for 3 weeks because I couldn't think what else to do with it. And I thought, it might just end up being this. But finally today, when I thought I'm going to go ahead and do the video voiceover, I will go ahead and do something different. So the last clip on here, I added something finally. Now, my grandson went to D.C. to get to be in a think tank for a week. It's CSIS. I even heard it on the news the other night, and they were talking about global warming and them trying to figure out ways to stop global warming. And that's what he went there for. That was the subject he went for. I don't know if they do other things or not. I probably should look it up so I will know before I do the one with him in front of the door that says CSIS, then I might do that. But yeah, that's what he went for, was to kind of brainstorm on global warming. And this was his first day. He went ahead and took pictures, did good. And they brought, it's a Georgetown cupcake, which Georgetown's pretty famous for that little cupcake shop because they're the ones who basically, I guess, started the gourmet cupcakes. And so there was very few pictures that he texted to me while he was on his trip. One was eating, one was with the luggage. One was eating a hot dog off the food truck. Then this one with the Georgetown cupcake. I keep wanting to say Boston cupcake. Georgetown cupcake. And I think that was it. I think that's the last one he sent. And, he was there a whole week. So I kept thinking, is he going to send another one? Or is he just too busy? Or is he taking pictures or what? But I am putting the one with the Georgetown cupcake front and center because it does have his text on there. And it does say Georgetown cupcake with a smiley face. So, yeah, I thought it's going front and center. And then the one to the left is the table that's in the room, the big long table with everybody's placards in front of it to tell them where to sit and their cupcakes. And then on the right-hand side is just a close-up of his placard, which I went ahead and I covered them up with a sticky note. In case y'all can't see it, that's why. But I decided to go ahead and make a 3D cupcake because they're pretty simple to make, and lay it on the one that's kind of plain Jane to the right. And first I took my Martha Stewart scoreboard and I scored it all down, and now I'm just going to accordion fold it so that it looks kind of like a cupcake cup paper thing. You know what I'm talking about, one of those things. I rarely use those things. If I make a cupcake, it's going straight in the cupcake pan. I like the corners of the cake, corners of the brownies. And if I'm going to have a cupcake, I want it crispy on the outside. I don't want to have to pull that paper off and all the crumbs and the good stuff go with it. But the cupcake in the picture has a black sleeve, so that's why I'm making mine black. And then it has kind of off-white frosting. It's not really vanilla, but I'm using vanilla cardstock. And then it has little chocolate chips, the little teeny tiny ones all over the top. So I have got I don't have my punch out yet. I don't see it there. But I'm going to take my punch and I'm going to punch out little bitty chocolate chips to go on the top. And then that's when I get stuck. I think, what am I going to do next? I don't know. And it sits there. Oh, and on my title, I use pebbles for the top 2 words. And then the next ones are doodlebug. But Yeah, think tank staples, things that you need for the think tank: a place to sit, a placard with your name, a cupcake from Georgetown. But I kept thinking the layout needed more and could not figure out what more did it really need. And all that white space, oh, it was hard looking at that. I thought I was going to use it. I thought I was going to go ahead and have that white space, but it really bugged me. And I did think about pulling out some tickets or something, to put along the side, but I wasn't really wanting them. I have them on other layouts. And like I said, I finally gave up and decided to do the voiceover today. And it hit me what I wanted to do. I wanted to find another piece of paper. And my first idea was to put along the bottom just where the 3 photos are at. But by the time I get the paper out, I tried at least a dozen. By the time I get the paper out that I ended up using, I end up using it completely different from what I originally planned. It is still going to be kind of like plain Jane, but it won't be white space plain Jane. But be sure to look down there below for the links to all the other gals doing the Baby Got Scraps. Lots of inspiration, lots of ways that everybody's using their scraps. And, some scraps are pretty small and getting used. So there is different ways, and I'm sure you've all tried them. And of course, there's probably a few of you that just throw them away. Me, I don't. You could see by my paper a while ago, I had punched and punched out of it. Oh, and I was wondering about that spoon laying next to the cupcake. I thought, okay, did they bring him coffee and is that a spoon for his coffee, or do they in Georgetown eat their cupcakes with a spoon? I thought maybe I should ask him that. Oh, and while I was off jabbering, I brought out the paper that I am going to put on the sides. I think it's from the same paper pack that one in the center's from. So it might be Paper House because I am thinking this one's Paper House. So I think the middle one was probably Paper House and this one is too, because the blues really match well. And I had them mixed in that iris container. But yeah, I'm putting that on the sides and I'm so much more happier with that than the white down both sides. I think it looks so much better and I feel better about it. So it's finally going to be done. But that's it. That's my layout. But there's a spoon that I'm curious about, and my 3D cupcake on the right hand side. And there's my title. The top one is Pebbles, and the bottom one is Doodlebug. And the Pebbles one you can see through. It's kind of a really thin vinyl, maybe. But I've had a long time. You probably won't even be able to find it out there to buy because it's been in my stash a while. But then most of my stuff has. But I want to thank y'all so much for watching. If you leave a comment below, I'll get back with you. And if you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have you subscribe. And those of you who already are, thank you so much. And, I'm hoping to finish this album here in December, so it'll be ready for January and the Baby Got Scraps. But thank y'all so much for watching again. Have a happy, scrappy week. Take care and stay safe. Bye.